Hi friends, welcome back. I am Wicked Crafty Mom, also April, and this is a junk journal flip through. I have not done one of these in a while because I haven't had anything to flip through that was complete yet, but I ran out of, I can't close it, so I didn't want to add any more pages to the end, even though I do have some left that I could decorate. I am not going to. So now that everything is decorated up, even though they're not all filled out with the information that I want, this is my journal for my videos. Sorry, my nose is itchy. So this is my video journal. It's, one of the first journals I've made anyway. And it's very fat. So, yeah. So, but it taught me a lot because, I wasn't trying to make it fat and I did anyway. It's kind of like me in the quarantine. But ching. Okay. So, this is the cover. And it has some fabric that I bought to make curtains with on it. I have not made the curtains yet, but I have used fabric and some ribbon. And so there's more here. I've got book protectee covers on. I have some more over here, but I was going to take them out, take one out and show you, but I've shown them a couple times, and I'm sure I'll show them again. So this is just a page of collage. It was a collage page, and I didn't, this book isn't getting sold. This book is staying with me. Okay. So this is a schedule that I set up for the first month. I have a calendar. This is a little flip book that talks about what videos I wanted to do. This is, oops. This is a stamp that I carved that I made a background paper with, and then I used it. This is nothing on it, but I could have used it, but I didn't, so I'm going to take it out because there's nothing on it. These are my questions of the day from my group on Facebook. And so these are my videos. This is video number 1, this basic junk journal. It's not really actually video number 1, but it's video number 1 in this book. And so I have this. This is the page. Got some lace here and some glittery washi. This is lace that I photocopied with black background. That's all that is. It's just lace with black cardstock behind it, and I photocopied it. These are just some pretty pages. Got lace here, which I really like. I used a lot more fabric than I remember in these first few pages. Okay, this page I absolutely love. This is for my Dollar Tree, $20. These are the things that I got and when it was published. But my favorite thing is that I've got these. I made these with, I think, the butt of a pencil and some tempera paint, some white tempera paint, just trying to find ways I could use it. And look, I made them go all the way up here too, so that's like, yeah, kind of completes the page. And I just love dandelion images and dandelion seed images and stuff, so I think this is super cute. And I did some faux stitching around here. I have this fold out here. I'm trying to, so I've got this fold out here, and you can open it up, which is an idea I got from the Paper Outpost. And this is coffee stained paper. This is the ironing paper that I iron on top of. I use it on top of the coffee paper when I iron. in between my iron and the... Let's see how many times I can say iron. Okay. Anywho. This is 3 pockets. 3 pockets. 1, 2, 3. I can count. I see these here, but I was just looking to see if I had any extra. This tag comes out, and it's got a little ticket behind it. Nothing really all that exciting. And this dragonfly is from a stamp I made, and then I drew in the stamp, and then I used a whole lot of glue on top of the image, and this is what happened. This is a neat stamp that I'm going to make a video of. So it's got 2 layers, and it's the same stamp with 2 different layers with 2 different colors stamped on here. And then I just decorated it with a shiny, and you know, the 2 layers combined to make purple. So I thought that was a neat concept. I was playing around with stuff, so I'm going to make a video making some of these in a while. I've been doing a lot of brainstorming work, and my brain is very stormed out, but I've got ideas. So then I just added some more. I've got 3 blings on the page. God, I said blings. I've got 3 shinies on the page. That feels much better and much more me. And some stamps. And just, this was just like me playing around. This background is just, looks like ink or tempera paint. I'm not really sure which. Probably ink. But maybe, yeah, probably ink. I think this is. I don't know. Anyway, I really like the dragonflies, like in all the different ways they show up on this. And these are just other stamps that I have. Yeah, so I love this. Background papers and accents. So I made this little, got a belly band here across the top. This is paper that I made. This is also paper that I made. And then scanned. And this is just some scraps. And this notebook is also just scraps. I stapled it. It's only 1 page stapled to the cover. And the cover has just a piece of paper attached and some cardstock just to make it a little more solid. This was supposed to hang on the, oh, maybe it did. Maybe that's how I had it. It hangs it right on there, so you can look at the whole thing and flip the whole thing up. So it just catches on the back here. Dun, da, da, da. And that way it's not, this goes in easier than trying to get all the pages lined up and in the thing. Alright, just something I was playing around with again. I've got an envelope with a, yeah, it's a fold-out journaling, or it's an open-up journaling card. Lace photocopied again. The envelope is book page and more of the doily that I photocopied. This one pulls out. See, I did very little actual writing on this one, but that's okay. I just did some doodling that looks like, I don't know, laces. This is more of that coffee paper that I use in between when I'm ironing, with my iron on the ironing board, using my iron. Alright, I think I beat my last record. This is just an envelope that I made out of some scraps. And this is also something I made out of scraps. Just a little book to go in it. Okay, and whoop, there we go. And I washi taped it in. I tipped it in with washi tape, but I did glue the washi because I always glue the washi. Or I try to always glue the washi. Little tag here. This is for my video on stuff holders. I'm saying I need to make a page here, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm just going to write stuff on here instead of trying to fit anything else in here. And these pages were in the recipe book that I had that I used earlier, one of my journals, and it came with these news clippings in it. So I've been trying to honor that first junk journal that I got. Oh, hey, look, I left this thing out. That I honor that first junk journal that I bought and then reused. So, alright, so this is tags. I ripped these on purpose, actually, some of them off, because it was supposed to look vintagey. This is just an edge punch that I have, and then I inked the snot out of it. And another one of those tickets, because I have like a bajillion of these tickets, because I bought a pack of red and a pack of green, like a lime green, at the Dollar Tree. So I have a bunch of tickets that I need to use, but I haven't. So, and then these flowers are from a botanical book, and this is all writing that was with it. And it just flips open. So I inked on top of this while it was sitting here, and that's what made this one. And then this is surprise window pocket that I actually made and showed for the episode. This is actually holding up pretty well considering how big and bulky it is. And yeah, I really liked this project. And I love the little, this is just a scrap of fabric that I cut around the applique or the sewing or whatever it is, and incorporated that to make and this is just on here with hook and loop tape, and it's backed. I glued the paper to the back of this before I cut it out. So it's like a fabric paper idea. And that was before I had my Beacon 3-in-1, so I probably use PVA glue. Backgrounds and accents. So I made this paper, kind of just used this as a background, or not as a background, as a border. And it's got the background. I want them to match. If this falls out of my journal and I suddenly cannot figure anything out ever again, like, where's the missing thing? So if this falls out, I can find where it lives. So I try to match up cards or tags with the page somehow, with at least one element. This flips out. And this is just, so this is for Scraptastic, so all that stuff is here. And then I've got a card with notes for my paper clips three ways. So this is a pocket here, and then a flip out here, to give me the space that I need to utilize this side for something. These are cards I found online, and stamps and pictures from a botanical book. And this is another page. These are just scraps. I just made flat pages with scraps. I made this flower. This is some fabric that my mom gave me, and I really liked putting 3 pieces on here. I use that for a triangle to attract attention down the page. And this is shiny stuff, so it did. And then this is some paper that I had. And then I cut out, there was something else here and I didn't want it, so I put the, what did I put? I put the flower on it. So that's what I was saying. And these are some other papers. They're digitals. Oh. And this is a paper clip. And it's just a very simple, like I just stamped on brown paper bag in a couple of different stamps. I made an ink blot while I was playing around trying to figure out how to make ink blots. And then this is that tie back to this page, so that if I lose this this flip, then I know where it goes. More paper bag. This is actually one that I made at my grandmother's house, I believe, this paper, with just white napkin and a brown paper bag. And then I just use brown paper bag for accent, and one of my word cutouts from this page, and this was the tie-in for where it comes from. And then the back just has some coffee dyed paper on it. This one is attached. They're not always. I've got, what is weird? I think this is just a decoration. Okie dokie. It's just a decoration, folks. But this is just a book page. Like, it was blank. It didn't have anything on it, but it was a page from a book, and I just decoupaged napkin on it, and it gave it a neat texture. Here's more paper bag, because apparently I had a paper bag to kill. So some stamps that I did, and then I just used the scraps to make this. And I'm not sure what the tie-in is. I don't think there is a tie-in. I just labeled it. This was just a scrappy scrap project. And then this one has its own paper. Again, scrappy scrap project. Because there's no real tie-in here. Guess I just must have been using my scraps. And this is, again, paper that I made using stamps and book pages. This I added, and you can see that, because when I realized that I had this video that I didn't have accounted for in my book, so I made this pocket for it. And see, I started sewing, which you have not seen any of in this whole book, because I wasn't doing it yet. And I made a card just in case, for writing down the information, not just in case. And then so what I did was I folded this piece of paper in half, and then hold on, I'll show you what I did. I folded it in half, and I sewed where I wanted the pocket to end, and then after that I folded it like this so that I had a way to flip this in. So I sealed it, so I knew my pocket was only going to be this big, but I kept these extra flaps so that I could, and I kept them separated and unsewed so that I could glue them on here. So this is just some note paper I have that, again, this is a page that I made when I was hanging out with my grandmother, and colored on book pages, and so I just grabbed a very colorful scrap to go with it. I inked the whole thing blue, and that is the tie-in here, the blue ink, because it's not, why am I struggling with this so bad? Like, just get in, thank you. Okay, and this I kept because I really like this writing. It's really pretty, and it's in like a decorating, but like an interior design book, so I've got more of this. It was the closest thing I could get to Edith Holden without actually getting Edith Holden, which, by the way, I have gotten. So I'm super excited about that. All right, more scraps. Recognize this? Yes, yes you do. And this is the other half of my wall from my pocket, surprise pocket. And so just playing with scraps. There. I did some staggered pockets here, and this is just paper that I made again, like this one, and it's just, I put it all in white with black text. I still feel these need something, but I'm not sure what, maybe a flower or something, so I'll have to look at what I have cut out, maybe a label, go from there. This is a notebook that does come out. See, so here's more of that paper, the word paper, and then I've got a notebook in here for, these are all pieces of scrap paper. Like I either printed something on the back, or I just wanted the blank side, and I just kept it for the blank side, so this is a way to use that. Like this. And there's a pocket here also that I just made out of collage. Okay, so this matches the background, and that's the tie-in there. Haven't done fabric paper yet. Be patient with me. I've still got some stuff to figure out on it. But this is just a flip out with some ink staining. And it kind of reminds me of like a briefcase or something. Okay, so there's that. Now, you saw my September schedule. This is my October schedule. This is what I wrote for notes. Rough month, but it was my first. Onward and upward. That's what we're going with. Onward and upward. Calendar. This paper is not yet available, but I have it anyway. And I love it. I think it was really great for my October calendar, and I superimposed a calendar on top of it. So I just think it worked out really, really well. And these are from a paper that I've had for a long time. Not okay. I glued this in apparently. Oh, I remember why. All right. So this is supposed to look like a messy desk. That was the point of this. This area looks like a messy, messy desk, and it is. Looks just like my desk. So I've got the paper clip glued in here because I set these three. These are not 3 whole papers. These are 2 more ends just hidden. So I've got this paper, and then I've got 2 papers behind it, but there's nothing really behind it because there's too much bulk. If I put them all the way down the length of this, that's going to add too much. Excuse me, I need to drink a coffee. I gotta pause because I'm going to cough too. Glad I paused. I realized it wasn't on airplane mode. Naughty. Naughty phone. Okay, still haven't taken my drink yet. All right, coffee good. So anyway, that was the purpose of this page. This page I had a feel I was going for, and it was messy desk. Go figure. I think I succeeded. So, and then these are my October goals. This is stamped on with, it's stamped on fabric. I have, oh, and look at the little, I made these hanging out underneath. I like that. I actually masked it off with something, I'm remembering now, so that it would do that. And then this paper I dried with stencil, with a stencil on top of it, so that's how I got that pattern. I'm losing my voice. Fabric on these pages, which is awesome. No idea what that was. Kind of love it though. I think I'm going to keep it for something. Not sure why it was there. These are my daily questions and my daily quotes, or not quotes, my daily prompts for my Facebook group, Wicked Crafty Mom, on Facebook as a group. And this is a butterfly stamp that I have that I just cut around, fuzzy cut around. This is part of that. This is part of that interior decorating book, and I really like the picture. So, and these are green, and they all have this fabric on them. I made specific clusters just for these because they needed to be smaller, and I wanted them to have greens in them. So I stenciled on the cards. These are collaged cards, And then they're just note card on the back. And I printed and cut out my questions for the month for October. And so these are my tags for my prompts. So I have 4 tags for my prompts, and they're all collaged similar. And they have, I like these. These are something I found to print out online, and I accidentally printed them too small. But they work so well that way. So I'm gonna probably stick with it. This is a belly band. Not really sure what's going on to go in here. Probably something I crafted and then forgot all about. So yay. This is a page, I just really liked this page anyway. So I just wanted to cover up some of the stuff that I wasn't like super worried about, like the regular font text. But I like this chart and this picture, so I just covered what I didn't want. This whole page I covered on this side with, I actually, if I'm not mistaken, cut out underneath this in, so that you couldn't tell that there was nothing behind it, but there was nothing behind it, again, to prevent bulk. Oh, look, I missed some pages here. Let's try this. This is where we are so far. My November calendar. Just found a free printable November calendar online. Matched the background to what I thought looked really good here. I made a banner, and this is just so I can keep track of the videos I post this month. I'm starting to use pencil on stuff so that I don't lock myself into scribbles and whatnot. Worst case scenario, I know I can cover this with something, but I'm trying to avoid needing to do that. Alright, so back to my November goals, and these are my November dailies. I just kept them together this time. I've got to put something here, and I really want to put something here, but I'm less worried about those right now. These are my questions and my prompts combined for Wicked Crafty Mom Group. And these actually came out of a flower book too, like a botanical book too, and I really just liked them. So there they are. And then there's a tag that goes with this. It's kind of a haphazard, chaotic feel to it, which is okay. I was trying to make things stand out from the background book pages, which I also incorporated in here. But the butterflies tie this in with the page, and they tie everything together. But I didn't have 3 blue butterflies that I could get my hands on at the time. So mostly went for lava colors because this is lava. And I just wanted to make it pop. So I just put a bunch of bright colors in a border around. Again, I traced around here so that I could cut it just behind where it was going to be. So there's nothing in the middle except for the, I don't even know if you can see it, except for the back of this envelope, pouch, pocket thing. Okay. This is an envelope. I botched it. I gotta put something over here, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. But look how cute this is. So I've got, I'm gonna pull it out this way. So I've got this card, and it could have been used just by itself, and it still can. And then this on the back is light enough, I felt, for writing, because I usually use black ink for writing, and since I'm going to be doing it, you know, I trust that. If it doesn't work, I'll slap something on the back of it. It'll be fine. But for now, I'm going to use the lace. And then there's this card with a stamp that I was trying out because I made this with linoleum, and I wanted to try it out, so that's what this is. I tried it out, and it's super cute. And this is another stamp of mine. This is what happened. So I put these together after I fussy cut all my stuff so that I'd have my stuff. I have some of it here and I have the rest in a bag over there. There's where I'm pointing. You couldn't see me point over my shoulder. So I'm using these little things that I cut out, so that made me happy. And I've got some stamp. I've got one of my stamps on here, and it's a real stamp. And then this just tucks in there, and this ties in because of this paper is what it's made out of, and book page is what this is made out of. But this bigger tag has this particular paper in it, on it, so it'll match. So that's what ties that in. This is, I don't know if you can see this, one of my words, or maybe these ones aren't mine. I think these ones are not mine, and I printed them too big. I did something wrong somehow. But these cards are so cute. This is the first page of my Edith Holden book. I'm super excited about that. And more stamps that I had fussy cut around and made. So this, I really like this black with the light colors on it, and I like the black words anyway. So I made these two, and they match, and they've got coffee dyed paper backs for journaling, and I've inked around the edges. So there's those. Get in the hole. Okay. And then it's got these cute little, it's got this cute little pocket here. And this is another one of my stamps that I stamped out and then cut around. You're going to see more of those. And look at these cute little taggies with the, they've got writing space on the back. And they've got the matching stamp. But they're just so cute and little. Okay. And then this ties in, obviously, in like 6 different ways. And you're clever enough to see it. So, this never got glued. Which is totally cool, because I'd rather it never have gotten glued. This was just used stuff. It says, even if there's, and I've used this a few times, it says, even if there's nothing to laugh about, laugh on credit. And I've just got this picture of Patrick Star drooling. And this picture makes me laugh every time I see it, because I've got all these, you know, really pretty, you know, like elegant butterfly stamps, you know, paisley stamps that, you know, and these pages, and then I've got this thing with Patrick Star drooling. Love it. More things I cut out. This is a dolphin stamp that I have that I fussy cut around. These are also stamps that I made that I fussy cut around. More stamp. And then these flat back pearl things, I got them at the dollar store. Hey, why are you coming up? You're not supposed to come up. What are you doing? Stop that. Nope. All right, glue you down. You stay put. You stay put. Okay. So I knew that, so I still have to fill out the information for these, but I knew that I wanted to use this to write on, and then have this, because it matches all the other purples that I have on here, to be decorative. So I've got those in there until I decorate them. This page I love so very, very much. I love it so much. I held on to this paper for the perfect page, and I won. Got a belly band here. This is what happens when I run vellum through, or not vellum, sketch paper through my printer. It gets all smushed and stuff. So I just took a piece of paper and stuck it behind here to give me a place to write on top of the vellum on. It was just to give me a place for my writing to be visible in this label. So this is a belly band, and this is a picture I got from a collection. I can't remember exactly which collection or when I got it, but it's a collection of, there are pictures with it, and I believe it was just like an ephemera pack or something. I don't know. I have no idea where I got these. Sorry. These are just diamonds cut out of black paper. My sun paper that I used over here. I cut out black diamonds, and then I just ran a marker down the edge of them to kind of try to replicate what was on here already, and I think I did a good job with that. And then you open it up and there's space to write, and it's just, I drew just borders around it. And then this is the actual paper. So I had used scans and stuff before. This is the paper I used it up, because if I don't use it up, how is it special? And so this is original too. This is masking tape that I stamped on the background, and then 2 stamps that I made of different sizes of diamonds. So there's that. And then this one I love. So all I had was this at first, and so I made one of my cute little pockets here, and all I did was just put some words, different words here, and inked around the edges and glued it on. I don't think I've got a pocket. I don't. And so this is a leaf that I picked up and photocopied, and I've got that pocket, and everything looks so nice. And then I've got these cards, and they're so cute. I think I believe these are from the Edith Holden book, but they could be from a botanical book. I'm not really sure. But I just like how these kind of look like they're wrapping around here. And then the back is just note card, coffee dyed note card. And I've got some reinforcers on it. But I think these are so cute, and I think they go well enough with this. Gotta cough again, guys. This is dry work here. Okay, I'm back. And coughed. Alright, I'm going to use this book the best I can to try to... Can't at all. Didn't work. Okay. Tags I made. I made the pocket. Decorated the pocket using scraps. These are part of these scraps. No, these are part of these scraps from this thing. And then I cut them out and made them look like these scraps. That's what I did. Gosh, I'm clever. And again, I just put them on index cards. But here's the thing with these ones. I've got, that's what I was going to show you. I've got a punch that's hiding from me at the moment. Listen, you. We're going to have words. Okay. This punch makes reinforcers for a round hole. So I can use whatever paper I want. And it is from... It says 1 inch plus. I don't think that's who it's from. I'll have to look for the information. But it's just a reinforcer punch. It's pretty neat. And so I can make them whatever color I want. Or whatever pattern I want. And this is from my favorite pajamas that have worn out. I've been wearing them for years, and they've worn out. So I just started putting this fabric wherever I could, because I love my jammy pants. Okay, and this, it's just a belly band on some paper that I was using to stamp off and paint off, like wipe off and stuff. I was using it when I was painting stuff. That's all that is. And then I use these colors because they match the background. So the whole thing looks cohesive, even though nothing is actually matching. Like I'm not using the same papers, it still feels like I am. To me. Oh yeah, I made this one the other night. So I like the black words. I like the black background, sorry, with the white words that I got in the space portion of an atlas that I have. And so I just really played with these are my favorite colors, so I just put them on the black page, and I really like the way it works. And then this is more of that paper, and I painted black over it here, so you can see that there was stuff here that I blacked out because I wanted the focus to be the card itself. And I've got some green writing paper on the back and just some green decorative paper if you want to put a title or something on it. I like to try to do that, give like a spot that you can define for a title or phrase if you want. So I've usually got something you can use for that area, for that purpose. So I've got a tab here that you could use for that. This is just a piece of scrap paper that I inked up and stuck through here. It worked well enough with what I've got going on this page. This is a lacy stamp that I have that I was playing with, so I did the whole paper. It's just a book page. Did the whole paper with a stampy thing, and then used some more of my scraps. So basically I finished, so that's it. Yup. That's the last page. So I've got these other pages that have, well, guess that is that page. Okay, got to glue it together better then. Nope, it's not. It shouldn't be. Okay, good. All right, because this is the page that I glued it to. Anyway, it's so difficult and cumbersome. Like, it will lay flat in some places, and it's not super, super bad, but it's enough that, like, these last few pages are going to be so bulky. So, that is my video journal. And I have started my next video journal, but I'll show that to you when it's done. If you liked any of this or my babbling, please like, subscribe, and share. And come check me out in the group on Facebook. It's Wicked Crafty Mom. And that is it for this video. Thanks so much. Bye.